Payson High School, I'm Will Fulmer.
And I'm Bryce Clyde.
Welcome to this edition of Lions Weekly, where we cover important events here at the high school as well as in the community.
We have a great broadcast in store for you guys today that will include a story on our beloved chinchilla who went missing and then reappeared, a look at politics, a class highlight, and how to cook up a delicious traditional Mexican dish.
How are you doing today, Bryce?
I am doing great, Will. And yourself?
I'm doing fantastic.
That's good, man. Glad to hear that.
Hey, thank you, man.
No problem, man.
All right, well, for our first segment of the day, we are going to look into the mysterious disappearance and then reappearance of our beloved school pet.
Sandy, our school chinchilla, after weeks of being absent, has just recently come back from wherever it is that she may have been.
Let's go to Awesome News Group to tell us more about that.
So, when was the last time that you saw Sandy?
A week ago Friday after school, and then the following Monday I came in to my classroom and it was not there, and so I looked around the classroom because the doors were open just a little bit, so sometimes it would escape and go into the classroom, and so but usually it gets hungry and we find it that next day, but it never has come out, so we don't know exactly what happened to it. Maybe someone borrowed it on the no return plan, but so it's still missing.
Are you upset about Sandy's disappearance?
I am disappointed. I haven't shed any tears, but I'm disappointed.
Could you shed a tear right now for us, please?
No.
Sandy! 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 Where are you?
Sandy, come closer. Let me hold. Just big enough for the chinchilla, Sandy. Sandy, we're still looking for you. So we looked in even deeper. It's okay.
Just keep holding on. We believe in you. We will find your lover.
Sandy and Pepper. Or is it just Pepper?
Look at little Pepper. So lonely. He's even crying in his little corner. I don't think he can take it much longer. But we have to search for Sandy. For him.
To Mr. Thompson.
Sandy! Sandy, are you in there? Come out! Sandy!
Sandy, is that you? Sandy? Wait, no. Oh. It's a bloody line.
Sandy! Sandy, are you in here? Sandy! Sandy!
Sandy, where are you?
The last place to look was Mr. Thompson's office.
Guys, I'm just filming. And then you guys...
Austin! Austin, it's not an alarm! It's not an alarm! It's get the chinchilla! It's Sandy! Oh my gosh, guys! We just found Sandy! This is not a joke. Here. Not a
Sandy.
joke. In Thompson's office.
Holy
Nobody
crap.
stole her. She's back safe and sound.
We better go tell Thompson.
Thanks, guys. I'm glad Sandy's back.
Me too, man. It really warms my heart to see that little fur ball back in its cage.
You really love them, don't you?
With all my heart.
Well, let's go to our next segment.
All right, Cade, KK, and Olivia looked into what the student body of Payson High thinks of politics.
Let's go to them.
Is this what you do anytime you watch the presidential debates on TV or on the internet? If this is you, you clearly have no interest in anything that goes on during the debates. So much so that you fall asleep during the primaries instead of just walking away. We know what KK thinks of politics, but what do you, the student body, have to say about the so-called boringness that we know and love as politics?
Okay. What is your interest level in politics?
Pretty interested.
I think it's important to be involved with what's going on so that you can have your say in things. Are you going to register to vote? Yeah, probably sometime in the next month. Okay. Are you going to vote for this next president? Yeah, I'm going to vote for Mitt Romney because he has the best personal integrity out of the candidates. Reading the newspaper and stuff, and Gingrich is a little bit messed up.
the Republican race is going to come down to Santorum and Romney, because Gingrich is losing really badly in most states, and he's not even on the ballot in some states anymore because he's getting such low percentage of votes. And Paul's not going to win because he doesn't want to be president, he said.
Well, this year we have the Republican Party picking their new Republican candidate for president. And I think that students should be very involved as far as knowing what the issues are, what potential presidential candidates stand for, the issues of the day, and I think this is going to affect them tremendously in their future. So I think they should be very aware of what's going on in the political arena.
Thank you, Mr. Robbins. Now, in a recent student survey handed out to over 100 seniors here at Payson High School, over 72% of those seniors said they were going to vote in this year's presidential election. Let's hope that when the next election rolls around, that percentage will go up to 100%. Look on the bright side, Scooter. If you vote, you get a sticker from an old lady that's bored out of her mind. Anyways, for Lions Weekly, I'm Kate Harvey. Let's send it back to Bryce and Will.
Thanks, guys.
For those of you who will be turning 18 before our next election, be sure to get registered and exercise your right to vote.
Not only is it a right as a citizen of the United States, but it's also your responsibility.
Yeah, for our next segment, we will be covering a class that a lot of you probably know a lot more about than you may think.
The TV broadcasting class is tons of fun to be in if you love cameras, making new friends, or just want to get your face shown to the high school.
Robbie and his group can tell us more about it.
Let's go to them.
Hey Payson High, I'm Robbie Smith. Right now I'm in the Mac Lab. This is where the TV broadcasting class works their magic. Now, you see Lions Weekly every Friday, but did you know that's made by PHS students like you?
I think students enjoy the class because it is a completely student-driven class. The students in the class get to choose the stories that we run that week. They get to choose which stories they get to do, so you get to work on things that you're interested in, that you are passionate about, and that you want to tell that story.
The class is led by Mr. Peary. He's a really great teacher. He's had experience with the television studio in Iowa. He's just a really great guy.
Mr. Peary's a great teacher. You'll get along with him really easily.
Another thing that really separates the TV classes from a lot of other classes here at Payson High is the Mac Lab. The equipment that we get to use is all state-of-the-art, top-of-the-line. Obviously the nicest computer lab in the school.
If you're not ready for broadcasting, then there's an introductory class called TV Productions. It just focuses on the basics of filmmaking.
Well, I've taken this class for the first time this year, started with TV production. That was pretty fun, done quite a few projects, learning how to use Final Cut Pro and how to edit videos.
I think this is a fun class because we get to go around and film people, and it's so cool that the whole school gets to see us film this. It's just a pretty fun class.
Well, right now I'm currently anchor for Lions Weekly. It's a lot of fun. I've actually written the past script, basically all the scripts that you've heard. They're a lot of fun to do. The class is a great experience.
There are literally thousands of careers in the television field. You can do acting, directing, filming, editing. This class will give you the experience you need for all of those.
I feel like I really want to do this, something like this in the future with my career, so it's a great class to get experience in, and it's a lot of fun.
So if you can't draw, need an extra art credit, or just want to have fun, this is the class for you.
Thanks, guys. Everyone should consider taking this class. It's a lot of fun.
It really is. Whether it's anchoring with you or reporting on what it takes to have a fun day, I have so much fun in here.
Yeah, it's great. Well, for our next segment, we will look at what it takes to have a delicious traditional Mexican meal prepared with ease.
This segment is titled Cooking Time with Andy, and will definitely help out anyone and everyone who has problems with the stove.
Let's go to Andy.
Alright guys, as you can see, it's Cooking with Andy, which is me. And today I'm going to cook for you guys really authentic Mexican tradition foods. My mom told me to learn how to cook it, and we're gonna try to do it with you. Alright guys, rule number 1, gotta wash your hands. Turn it on. Get the soap. Get it all in there. That's rule number 1. Alright, we got some authentic Mexican cheese going on right now. Right here. Bam. Right here. My grandma sent it to me straight out of Mexico. We're good to go. And tortillas. Cannot forget the tortillas. Step number 1. Cut the authentic Mexican cheese. Alright. Just enough to get enough for the tortillas. Step number 2, gotta warm up pan. Alright, we're gonna put it on a good temperature. At least like a medium, get it warmed up, good to go. So now guys, here's another step. Gonna get the tortillas, put it on pan. Alright guys, that's the hardest step. Hardest. Pay attention. Get the cheese. Gotta be careful. Put it on the tortilla. Make sure it's even. Cut it up. Make sure it doesn't spill all over the pan. And we are good to go. Now, flip it over. Okay guys, now that we're waiting for the quesadilla to cook, we're gonna bust out the iPod. Play some real, authentic Mexican tunes. Alright guys, now the final step. Make sure that the quesadilla is nice, crispy, and the cheese is really melted. And take it out and get your munchies on. Muy bueno. Authentic Mexican, quesadilla, authentic cheese. What else can you ask for?
Thanks, Andy. I am starving for some of that authentic Mexican quesadilla you just prepared.
It looks delicious.
All right, well, for those of you who are wondering what is happening in sports, let Bryce and I break it down for you.
The boys basketball team squared off against JUAB on Tuesday and came out with a win.
One of the top performances of the game came from Clint Bateman, who had a double-double with 20 points and 11 assists.
The final score was Payson 73 and JUAB 50.
And tonight they will be finishing up region play in Spanish Fork.
Don't fret though, Payson. They have already clinched region and are indeed region champions.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. The girls basketball team fought hard, and despite their hard work, could not pull off a win against JUAB this past Tuesday.
A noteworthy performance of the game came from Tess Spencer, who had 8 points.
And the final score of the game was Payson 23 and JUAB 40.
They do in fact have another game tonight at 5:15 in Spanish Fork, so be sure to wish them luck. They would definitely appreciate your support.
Well, for those of you who are wondering what's going to commence in the following days, Bryce and I looked into that for you too.
Tomorrow night, the long-awaited and much-anticipated Sweethearts Dance will be taking place here at the high school.
Oh, I'm stoked. Yeah. Then the next Tuesday on the 14th, as I'm sure most of you already know, is Valentine's Day.
For those of you guys who have a significant other, do not forget it.
And if you do, your physical well-being could be potentially at risk.
And your emotional and mental, so don't say we didn't warn you.
All right, then on Wednesday, our school Sterling Scholars will be going and participating in a competition.
And then the following Friday, our wrestling team will be going to the state tournament.
Oh yeah, wish them luck. They have been working hard and anticipating a great performance.
Well, that's it for our broadcast today here at Lions Weekly.
And if you have any questions, comments, or constructive criticisms, please feel free to talk to Bryce, me, Mr. Peary, or any one of the TV broadcasting students.
For Lions Weekly, I'm Bryce Clyde.
And I'm Will Fulmer.
Remember the name and have a great weekend, Payson.
No.